Let's see here. Where did we leave off yesterday? With the Griff. Alright. So I'm still finishing getting all my final setups done. Hopefully next weekend I'll be getting all my stuff for my mic adapters and finishing everything up, so I will be streaming better. I'll have everything all set up when I start. Everything should be good. At least a little bit better. Alright. Okay, so we really haven't done anything here yet. Still have to go through. Oh yeah. Sorry, for some reason my description took off the game I'm playing and everything like that, so. Alright. Now we already talked to him, we don't have much money left. Oh yeah, gotta go talk to some of these people. I think he's over here is one we gotta talk to. I thought he was over here. That's an elder. It's not an elder. No, he's up over here. Yeah. Hi, Chief. Yeah, let's go ahead and meet him. He's a very trusting dude. Yep, let's go meet him.
This nethicite. You have used it.
It was not I who used it. Indeed, I had hoped you could show me how. Thus I've come.
You do not know the workings of the stone. Then we are no different.
What?
In ages past, the gods made a gift of nethicite to my people. But the manner of its use eluded us. Displeased by our failure, the gods took back their stones. They chose instead to give them to a Yum king. Called the Dynast King, he used the nethicite's power to bring peace to a troubled time. It is a curious thing. Though the blood of King Wraithwolf flow through your veins, you cannot wield nethicite.
Cannot wield it. So then, am I to understand you can't tell me how to use the stone?
Though it shame me so to admit, here before me stands a descendant of the Dynast King himself, and I can accord her no help at all. Still, even if you knew how to use the nethicite, you would find it of small avail. The mist collected in the stone over ages past is lost, and with it, the stone's power. It will be your posterity who wield the stone in ages yet to come. This stone is devoid of power, empty, yet full of thirst. A terrible longing to drink the world dry. The power of men and of magic, of good and of evil. It is often those who desire nethicite whom the nethicite itself desires.
Larsa? To Baromi says.
I say we ought leave tomorrow. I was going to wait for my escort to return, but meeting you here has presented a great opportunity. This terrible war can be stopped, but I will need your help to do so.
A war?
You know the Marquis Ondor leads a group of insurgents. Your pardon. He leads a large resistance force against the Empire. Lady Ash, neither of our countries can afford this now. The Rosarian Empire would stir. They would aid the resistance and use this aid as a pretext to declare war on Arcadia, and Arcadia would have no choice but to answer. Lady Ash, let us go to Bur Omasace. With the blessing of His Grace, the Grand Kiltius Anastasis, you may rightly wear your crown and declare the restoration of the Kingdom of Dalmasca. As Queen, you can call for peace between the Empire and Dalmasca and stop Marquis Ondor.
For peace? How dare you say that? The Empire attacked us, stole all we hold dear, and you would have me save them from war?
Dalmasca would be the battlefield. What if Nethicite were used on Rabanasta? You know my brother would do this. Forgive me. I presumed overmuch. I could think of no other way to avoid bloodshed. If you cannot trust me, then please, take me as your hostage.
Rustler.
You saw him, didn't you? Like at the King's tomb.
So you did see him too. But why?
It's strange. Before, I didn't even know what you looked like. And the prince? I barely knew there was a prince. Who knows? Maybe the person I saw was my brother.
Bush told me about him.
He enlisted right at the end. But for what? He knew he couldn't win.
To protect something.
How can he protect anything when he's dead? Was it different for Prince Rastler? Did that make sense? Hating the Empire, getting revenge, it's all I ever thought about. But I never did anything about it. I mean, I realized there was nothing I could do. It made me feel hollow, alone. And then, I'd miss my brother. I'd say stuff like, I'm gonna be a sky pirate, or some other stupid thing. Just anything to keep my mind off it. I was running away. I needed to get away from his death. That's why I followed you. You know what? I'm through with it. I'm through running. I'm ready to find my purpose. To find some real answers. Some reasons. If I stick with you, I think I will.
I wish I knew.
I'll find him.
I will accompany you to Mount Baroneses.
I had hoped you'd say yes. I'm glad.
My heart is not set. I still have questions. I hope to find answers along the way.
I had other reason to invite you. There is someone I'd like you to meet, waiting on Baroneses.
Who is that?
An enemy, and an ally also. You will just have to wait and see for yourself.
That Larsa likes his secrets.
He does not mean ill by it.
He's not bad. At least for an Imperial.
Holy Mount Baroneses stands at the northern end of the Yacht Remuda. Once we're in Yacht, we need not fear pursuit by their airships.
Don't get your hopes up. You remember the Leviathan sailed straight over the Yacht Yensa, right up to Wraithel's tomb. Skystone that works even in Yacht. You know, Nethicite's behind it. Little wonder they're so keen on the stuff.
And what is it you're after, Balthier? You're a welcome hand and a great aid, but why?
Worried I'm out to steal the Nethicite, eh? Can't say I'm unaccustomed to people doubting my intentions. Nothing could be further from my mind. Shall I swear by your sword or some such?
Apologies, but I needed to know where you stand. Her Majesty depends on you, and you seem to have an interest in the stone.
I'm only here to see how the story unfolds. Any self-respecting leading man would do the same.
All right. Give me something good. All right. Alright, so let's go back here. See if we missed anything in town. Especially back by where the chief was. So there's some areas we didn't check. I don't think there's much to miss. We don't have any money to buy anything with either. That's why I don't think we're going to take a chocobo. I want to spend some time leveling up on the way there. Chocobo, we'd miss all of the good fights and everything, so miss out on some XP. Miss out on some items to be able to buy more stuff when we get to Gilmore Jungle. And I'm pretty sure they got some pretty good magics there if I remember right. Right, it is where Fran's from. See, look at there, there's a treasure. I just made it worth it. A little bit worth it. Yeah, go down around here. I don't think there's anything else. I guess we should have saved. We'll go back and do that real quick. Ran right past that thing. Don't want to have to talk to them all again. Just in case something were to happen. Alright. So everybody get built back up. Let's see. Just can't learn that quite yet. Bring your magic down a little bit, but not that bad. I wish Bosch and Vaughn had a little bit more magic power to some magic abilities. Well, thank you, Larsa. Here, didn't have to do anything there. So we would have brought the chocobo. We could have gone down there, and that would have been 1+. Had that area unlocked on the map. Well, that's all right. We'll go back there eventually. It is kind of a shortcut because you can run through there, and then you come out. Come out the other side where we're gonna be, or no, I think that side just brings you to the one spot of it, so never mind, because that area's got 2 entrances, but there's like a gorge in the middle where you can't cross. A lot of birds. We're definitely holding our own against them now. See, down there's a cave. You can kind of see it off in the distance there behind the woos. And that's where that path would have taken you out to. Yeah, you would have came out clear back over there. I know, I guess you could, yeah, you run right up there. And that takes you out to the end. So yeah, you can go take the shortcut straight through there. I was thinking it was this side. That's that gorge I was talking about. But nope, this side takes you to that gorge. We'll come down here, fight any bosses down here. There is a mark down here too. I don't think we're at that mark. We didn't talk to the guy. We missed the mark. It's alright, I'll do a segment one of these times where we just go back and do a whole bunch of marks in one run through. So it's okay we're not getting them now. Fight all these guys again. Nobody hit that trap. So here you get a decent chain on these woos. Still, you won't get that over 100 chain like I had that 121 chain that I had a few videos back. Not too many places where you can do that at. There's a few other places though. Getting those large chains, they help out with getting moneymaker items. Yeah, that's another spot. I think the chocobo. No, you can't come down through there. That's just. You can't get in there. Some rabbits back here, yep. I'm not gonna worry about you rabbits. I'll let you guys be free. Come on, Larsa. At least get our chain of 3 here, or Larsa kills that bird. Hopefully. Yep, there we go. And then Larsa kills it. But that starts a new chain, so that's okay. Yeah, right over there you can see where the footprints are. That's where he'd come out at. So we're right here at the end of the Ozma Plains. If I restart the Gilmore Jungle, it's just right on the other side of this cavern here. I think there's a save spot first. Yep, see, that takes you down there. There's the chocobos. Helps to give you an idea to go that way. Yeah, I'll be back. I'll finish up the map on that side eventually. I missed a spot in that middle area.
I guess this one was a success.
Wow, I'm impressed, Vaughn.
I got a good feeling.
An alliance between Dalmasca and the Empire.
Reason tells me 'tis the only course. We must avoid a wasting war with the Empire at all costs.
Hey, Lamb Chop. Good to see
I
you.
fear I could not bear the shame.
Streaming this for a little bit before I get on to ESO.
A shame perhaps for me and for you. But for Dalmasca it is hope.
And you can just accept this, can you?
Yep, I usually do
After
this
saying
one
truth,
first
I had
for
abandoned
an
hope
hour
for
or so. It's an old classic
Yet
I've always
never
liked.
did I forget my knightly vows.
Then go back to ESO after
If I
this
could
for the
protect but
afternoon
one
time.
person from war's horror, then I would bear any shame. I would bear it proudly. I could not defend my home. What is shame to me?
My people hate the Empire. They will not accept
Yeah,
this.
definitely. It's well worth it.
There is hope.
Even with the Witchers Festival, I mean, you get some pretty good stuff with that.
Right?
So it's definitely
Hope for a
nice. It
future
was a
where
good
we can
good
join
week to play.
hands.
I
As
got a
brothers.
good feeling.
Exactly. Yep.
Please. This is serious.
Oh, I'm
The Senate may play at intrigue, but Lord Vane is not one to be brought down easily. The entire military
I've always
waits upon his
loved it.
orders, from the
Yeah,
War
it's
Council down to the rank
they
and
do really
file.
good. Their video
What
graphics
better
are pretty
blade
good.
than
The
he to
gameplay
strike down
graphics on the older
enemies of
ones
the Empire?
aren't all the greatest, but they always have really
Your
good
Honor, I
cinematic
accept
videos.
2 years
They're
since.
decent.
He, too, put
Final
his
Fantasy
trust in
X
Lord Vane's
is one of my
strength, and what
favorites for
became of him?
videos.
Gone without a trace since Nabudis.
I will not hear you malign Judge Sect.
Pretty much.
He was a noble warrior. Or do
Some
you
of
think
them
his trust
are
in Lord
really,
Vane
really cartoony,
ill-placed?
and some of them
Vane took 2
are
of his own brother's lives.
a lot more just
He is
adult
ruthless
and
beyond contempt.
more
Ruthless, you
natural, I
say?
guess.
Would he were more
Final
so.
Fantasy IX is a really cartoony type one. It's still a fun one, but it's a lot more cartoony. You go from 8, then you go to 9. 8 was pretty normal. The 9's cartoony, and then 10 is pretty normal. So it's weird bouncing around
What of
between
you?
them.
Surely you do not believe his brothers were traitors?
So found His Excellency Lord Gramis, you would do well to mind your tongue, Drace. That matter is long past.
Your Honors, a summons. Lord Vane has arrived at the palace.
We come at once.
Lord Larsa has left for Baromises. He hopes to enlist the aid of the Grand Kiltius in stopping the insurgents. I doubt this will be enough to deter Ondor, but even a slight hindrance to his operations would be welcome. This will delay the Rosarian invasion, and we will have bought much-needed time to shore up our defenses.
Just as His Excellency had hoped.
No matter the result, I'm pleased with the young lord's progress. I can already see the stunned faces of those mud-witted senators. The fools think a child emperor's strings easy to pull from the shadows. But they will find that Lord Larsa is no puppet.
Yes, the senators would be most pleased with a puppet for an emperor. Recall, Drace, how the Senate fears and despises Lord Vane's ability. When they realize the truth, that Lord Larsa is no docile lamb to be shepherded, they will bare their teeth and devour him.
You're right. I shall speak on this matter with His Excellency at once. Gabranth, it falls to us to protect Lord Larsa. Are we agreed?
Aye.
Alright, let's see. What's wrong with you, dude? Back to the Gilmore Jungle. Or Gilmore Jungle, however you say that. The Final Fantasy games, they have a lot of similarities to the Elder Scroll games too. They're not quite as good as Elder Scrolls, but they have a lot of similar things. Do I not have any soft? They work together. I don't know for sure if it is the same creator. I've never really played too much of the Kingdom Hearts. I played I can't think of one that just came out a while back. I got it for my son and played a little bit with him. And yeah, it has Final Fantasy characters and everything are in it and everything too. They have different things with it. It is related. So it's probably by the same developers or same creators or something. It's based off the same, but it's got more of the Disney feel to it. Oh, what? Oh, Vaughn. Yeah, the Final Fantasy is like the adult form where Kingdom Hearts is like the more kid version. They're both, like I said, I think they are probably from the same developers, but one's just a little bit more kiddier. That's why I don't really like the Kingdom Hearts as much as Final Fantasy can get pretty dark. There's some pretty interesting spots that happen with a lot of the Final Fantasy ones. Can't go there yet. That's where I need to go. But I gotta unlock it first.
What is it?
The jungle denies us our passage.
What have we done?
We? No. I.
What's that mean? How are we supposed to get through that?
Making an appearance?
Come on, I'm talking over here.
I thought you'd left for good.
Hey!
Our choices are few.
Friend? Balthier!
This is as much for you as it is me.
Oh?
You are ill at ease. The Nethicite troubles you. You've let your eyes betray your heart.
Right.
What are you doing?
Soon you will learn.
Whoa.
We go to seek aid of the Viera who dwell ahead.
I bet they'll be glad to see you after so long.
I am unwelcome, an unsought guest in their wood. In the village ahead, you will find her, Mjern. Bring her to me. She will know why you call her.
Can I buy anything? I don't want a map. You. Definitely don't have any money yet. Definitely a lot of stuff I need to get though. Make that for Bosch. Move him up really good. Wait, what I have in the bazaar still? It's junk, but I can sell it. Bosch needs that. Let's see, I don't think there's anything over here. Nothing here. Talk to Mjorn.
Hey, Mjorn lives here, doesn't she? We're here to see her.
You will leave at once. It is not allowed for humans to walk on these grounds.
We'll go as soon as we've seen Mjorn.
If you can find her.
We're not leaving until you let us see her. Fine then. We'll look for her ourselves.
Ah.
I've heard the voice of the wood. She says Mjorn is not in the village. Jote, where has she gone?
Why do you ask? The wood tells us where she has gone. Or can you not hear her? You cannot. Your ears are dull from hearing their harsh speech, I think. Viera who have abandoned the wood are Viera no longer. Mjorn too has left her embrace.
And you forsake them in turn?
It is the will of the village. Viera must live always with the wood. So is the green word, and so is our law.
We'll let you worry about keeping your laws. Just do us a favor and stay out of our way. We'll find her ourselves.
Our sister has left the wood and gone west. She wanders warrens among men who hide themselves in clothes of cold iron. Thus to me has the wood spoken.
The Viera may begin as part of the wood, but the wood is not the only end we may choose.
The same words I heard 50 years ago.
Not bad, Vaughn. Didn't think we'd get any information out of that one. So then, what was she saying about men in a warren?
The Henna Magicite mines. Maybe that's what she meant. They lie in Bangkor, south of the Osmoan Plain. The entire region is a colony of the Arcadian Empire. There would be soldiers.
Is that a problem? Let's move.
Fran,
Yes?
I was wondering what Yote said, you know? About how you said the same thing 50 years ago?
Your point?
How old were you again?
Nice fun.
It's a good question.
Surprisingly rude.
Try to grow up, please.
Alright. Alright, so off to the mines. So I have to head through here. And that'll take us to the mines. And this has been a short little video, but I'm going to go ahead and stop it here. Take care of the rest of that. So I'll stream again next Wednesday. But I will be back on here in just a little bit with some ESO. I'm going to change over and get set up for that. So, hope you guys all enjoyed this. Go ahead and hit this follow button. If you're on YouTube here in a little bit, once I get this uploaded, go ahead and hit the subscribe there also. Thank you very much. Y'all have a good one. Bye.